African Qualifying campaign for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022, and the Democratic Republic of Congo host Madagascar in Kinshasa, with the barrier hampered by a long list of absentees. What can they do to deal with the DRC, coached by Hector Cooper? Well, it's a big ask, but maybe they can provide us with some wonderful football out here today, because these two teams are exciting when they really let their hair down and produce some enthralling football. The format for round two sees 10 groups of 4 teams all battling it out for the top place on the pile. So 6 clashes, of course, home and away matches, which will take place between the 4 teams battling it out for that top place. And then after those 6 matches, we will have 1 team who will be at the top of the pile, logically, in each of the 10 groups. And those 10 teams will go through to the 3rd round, and there'll be a draw to unveil who will take on who, again, in home and away matches. And then the 5 African nations will join the rest of the other countries that have qualified for the World Cup in Qatar 2022. Tanzania are top of the pile. They are, well, they've got a better goal difference, ahead of the Squirrels of Benin. 4 points, 1 win each and 1 draw, with the Democratic Republic of Congo back down there in 3rd place with 2 draws, 2 points in the bag, and the barrier of Madagascar at the bottom, unable to get themselves a single point just yet. And this is an away game here in Kinshasa on the banks of the very famous Congo River that will provide the football fireworks for this afternoon's encounter. A wonderful stadium here, the Stade de Martyr, which is where AS Vita play their football, and also you have Motema Pembe. This is actually the ground of the former stadium, which was it replaced the Stade Tata Raphael, which was, of course, where the Rumble in the Jungle took place between Muhammad Ali and George Foreman back in 1974, assisted by the likes of James Brown and B.B. King. But this new stadium, built over 30 years ago now, has obviously provided us with some wonderful football over the years. A fantastic stadium, and unfortunately we don't have capacity capacity fans in here for today's clash, of course, because of COVID, but we do have they're allowed 10,000 fans, predominantly in the stand where this camera is obviously positioned, as we see the staff coming out of the tunnel here as we gear up for this 3rd match from Group J. So Tanzania top of the pile, they'll take on Benin this afternoon as well, and a clash that would reveal if one of them are victorious, a team that will be leading the way with 7 points, 2 wins and 1 draw. But we'll see what happens there. I'll keep you updated with the scenario for that clash. But in terms of what's happening here, well, Madagascar qualified for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, and they did it in fine fashion as well. That was the first ever time that they had qualified in the new format, with 24 countries taking part rather than 16 in previous editions, and which obviously gave some of the smaller nations, the small footballing nations, in terms of what they've achieved, the chance to qualify. That's how it happened, and that was a great feat for them. And they got through to the quarterfinals with some extraordinary football, having beaten the Super Eagles in the group stage 2-0. Algeria, the giants of Africa. So, Madagascar coming on in the last few years, providing us with some wonderful football, and now coached by Eric Rabbit Sanjatana, the former captain of Paris Saint-Germain, of course, a familiar face and a wonderful representative of the beautiful island of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean, and he is now trying to lead his team to their first victory. It will be complicated, of course, coming up against the DRC in their own backyard, but they will throw absolutely everything at Hector Cooper's men because they don't have a choice, really. If they lose this one, then it'll obviously be very complicated for them afterwards. They qualify for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon, which will, of course, take place in January next year. The two teams coming out now with the Democratic Republic of Congo, led out by Mbokani, who is the wonderful player who provided us with some fine scoring over the years for Tipi Mazembe down in Lubumbashi and Standard Liège, Anderlecht. Now he's playing his football for Q8SC. Here we have Madagascar coming out of the tunnel with Amada, who's the captain. Spent a lot of time playing in Algeria, playing for JS Kabylie and ES Setif MC Alger as well. Former winners of the African Champions League, and he'll be a key player in this team for Madagascar. The Democratic Republic of Congo with a glorious past. If you actually look at what they've achieved, we're talking about the World Cup. Well, they've managed to qualify, and it was quite a few years ago, but we can most definitely say that they are one of the heavyweights in Africa. And back in the 60s and the 70s, they most definitely provided us with some wonderful football. And I think 1974 got into the group stage, of course, and they became the first sub-Saharan team to qualify for the World Cup, and which was a remarkable feat in itself. Now it's just about time for the two national anthems before we take a look at the two teams.
Malgache, chanson malgache, hymne national malgache, hymne national Madagascar. Ah, photographe, photographe. Photographe.
rousing rendition of the national anthem from the Democratic Republic of Congo. A team that have done so much over the years. Florent Ibenge, the man in charge, but now it's a different man who is in charge. It's Hector Cooper, who linked up with the club only, 7 days ago, but the Argentine, plenty of experience, and he's finding himself a real foothold in African football in the way that he's managed to link up with clubs since 2013, when he was coach of Al Wasl, and then the Egyptian national team, the Faroes, between 2015 2018. A little trip over to Uzbekistan before linking up in 2021 with the DRC. Antonio Dungula and his compatriots will be officiating today's clash on this on this artificial surface. Perfect conditions here. The temperature around about 28 degrees, 29 degrees. There he is, Hector Cooper. He has, well, seen a lot. He's done a lot. The 65-year-old from Santa Fe. Played for Argentina in his day back in the 80s, of course, alongside a certain Diego Maradona. Let's have a look at the DRC team. We've got Joel Kias Omloma, who's the goalkeeper. Sakala Leondama of Galatasaray, with Mbemba and Amale in the midfield. Samuel Bastian, it'll be his first cap playing today, with Samuel Mutusami and Kayembe. And Akolo on the left-hand side, with Bakambu and Mbokani leading from the front. For Madagascar, they are missing numerous players. The captain, Aniset, not available today. And they got new caps coming in as well. So with Metan Nier, who is the right back, come all the way over from Minnesota to start today's clash. Adrian Melvin, the goalkeeper. Randian Arisoa, also a player there. We're linking up with Razak, Lepusan, Ravalason Amada, very talented and experienced player on the left side. Abdallah Elima Haritra, plenty of experience with playing his 13th match for Madagascar. Rakoto on the right-hand side up front with Voavi. Here we go then for this clash. So the Democratic Republic of Congo playing, of course, in the red and blue strip, up against Madagascar with the green socks and the white jerseys. Madagascar showing us some wonderful football in Egypt in 2019 at the Africa Cup of Nations, really catching out absolutely everybody's catching everybody's attention with the way that they played. Very fast football. It's a long ball going upfield, and there's a little nudge in the back. And what's going to happen here? What's the referee got to say about this? Just a goal kick, nothing to pick up on, and you can see the reaction from the Madagascar coach, Eric Rabisandratana. Abdallah's down on the ground. Oh, the challenge coming in from Leon Dama, the Galatasaray defender, racing back to try and deal with Abdallah, based in Belgium. And the first incident within the first minute. Madagascar missing key players, likes of Jeremy Morel, the Lorient defender, and Thomas Fontaine and Jérôme Mombre. They've been left out of the squad that was picked by Eric Rabisandratana, bringing in the likes of Henri Gladison, Sasha van der Steen, all the way from the United States. Let off the hook in the opening moments of this clash between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Madagascar. The central defender, plenty of experience, of course, 45 matches played. Luandama let off the hook with that challenge. Abdallah getting bundled over, but no call there from the referee, Mr. Dungala. Madagascar pushing forward down this left-hand side. And that's the Abdallah who was down on the ground earlier, unable to connect with that through ball. And the long ball just not anywhere near Mbokani. As Hector Cooper gets up out of his dugout and watches. Madagascar pushing the ball forward. Well, it's been picked up as Hamada here trying to find his way through the midfield. Just gets tangled up a bit. It's really good work that is from Samuel Bastien. Goes down, picks up the free kick. Sense the frustration from the Madagascar bench. Bit of pressure on Eric Rabisandratana. Came in to replace Nicolas Dupuis, another coach from France who actually guided them to through qualification to Egypt in 2019. Dupuis just lost his position. He was accused by the Madagascar Football Federation of neglecting his responsibility as the head coach of Madagascar. They said that he was more interested in his own image and other commercial acts that he was following up on, and finally he lost his position. He was he was suspended initially, and afterwards the president of Madagascar actually gave him a job working with the academies, and so he managed to stay on the island and still working with the youngsters there, but relieved of his services at the helm of the national team, replaced by Eric Rabisandratana. Nice intricate work, but the final pass just getting blocked there by Kayembe. There's a shot coming in. Well, it's a good save from the goalkeeper. The follow-up, well, it's been cleared comfortably at the back by Mbemba, but a long-range shot that just tested Kia Sambua. Well, let's have a look at the shot. He hits it. He struck it very, very well. Elima Haritra, 26-year-old, plays for Charleroi in Belgium. Good work to get the ball back out. Luandama just spreading the ball out wide. Picked up by Amali down towards Mbokani, who gets knocked over, and that will be a free kick. And the front man forward getting a well-positioned free kick that will put a bit of pressure on the Madagascar defence, with Adrian Melvin looking to try and keep this out at all costs. Can't go behind. Of course, they're not in a favourable position in the group. Randriana Rasoa of FC Fleury 91, bundling over Mbokani. This is taken, it's whipped into the far post, and that was a great scoring opportunity. And the downward header, not on target, but two players queuing up to latch onto that, and Bemba had the final word, but it's not in the back of the net on this occasion. Perfectly delivered free kick. And a fine scoring opportunity for the Leopards. Or maybe Mbokani just got in the way of the centre-back. If there was a clean call, then it may have been in the back of the net. In any case, it's a couple of scoring opportunities in the first 10 minutes at both ends, which is wonderful to see. I think when we get to the key important matches, they're all important, of course, but more so for teams who have struggled in the opening two clashes. And then we realize that just how important and how desperate teams are to get themselves points on the scoreboard. Of course, both of these teams will be looking to try and get maximum points, and if you get 6 points from match day 3 and match day 4, then I think that you have, well, resurrected your chances of qualification. Tanzania and Benin both on 4 points, so a win apiece with a draw apiece too, putting them in a very good position as they tussle at the top. Hector Cooper, crikey, when I look at the teams that he's actually managed over the years, he started coaching in 1993, back in his beloved Argentina for Huracan, and then Lanús before heading to Spain on the beautiful island of Mallorca. And it all started to go in the right direction after that, Valencia and Inter. And for this man, he knows a lot about football. He's the former captain of Paris Saint-Germain, of course. But it's not just that, it's a great career that he's actually had, as we see the DRC putting plenty of pressure on the Madagascar defense. Nice little pass, and Mbokani's got the ball over. He produces a cross, but it's just been taken easily there by Adrian Melvin, just ahead of Bakambu. And they'll switch sides all the time. You'll see Mbokani and Bakambu just rotating around in the up front to confuse and make it a little bit more complicated at the back for the defense. And because they've got changes at the back, Madagascar know that, well, they need to be really well organized to keep at the DRC. A well-drilled team. This is good work for Eric Rabasandra Tana's men. Well, Voavi. Back to Amada. Nice little 1-2, a good opportunity. Oh, the through ball was quite close. That's not a bad shot. He turned very tightly and produced a great shot there. Rakoto, the player, and Abdallah also working very well up front. There is Abdallah, who got that strike in. One cap, and there's a ball coming across into the penalty box. It's defended well ahead of Mbokani, who was trotting in, ready to latch onto that. It's going to be a corner for Hector Cooper's men. Frantic start to this qualifying match here in Kinshasa. And a corner for the Leopards. Hamada at the front post. Here's the delivery. It was a perfect delivery before from the free kick. They've got a chance for a shot. The shot comes in, but it's wide. It's miles wide, but it was well struck from Samuel Bastien, the 25-year-old. Played for the Belgian under-21s team, playing his first match for the DRC. Well, that was the link-up play earlier with Bokani trying to find his partner in crime, Bakambu. Leondama, Chancel Mbemba spent time playing for Newcastle. Anderlecht now playing for Porto in Portugal. Oh, tussle there, and the ball's been won here by the DRC, just down this right-hand side. What can they provide us with on that occasion? Decent enough block to prevent the cross from coming over. A second bite at the apple, but another block coming in. That's good work from Abdallah, just preventing that through ball from finding one of their teammates. It's Dieu Merci Amale who will take this, based in Morocco at Difa and Jadida. A team that we often see playing in the Confederations Cup. Good opportunity this is for Madagascar. There's a little bit of extra support coming. That's a good ball over to the right-hand side. Oh, it's just been taken, and that will be a free kick, surely. No. Well, no contact made, according to Mr. Dungala of Angola. Picked up in the midfield, taken forward. And Democratic Republic of Congo also missing a few key players. Talking about the likes of Marcel Tisserand, the Fenerbahce defender. A big, strong centre-back. You've also got Chris Mavinga, who plays in Toronto. And Vital Nsimba of Clermont, the Ligue 1 player. All of those players out injured. Along with Gael Kakuta as well, of course, of Lens. Mutusami spreads the ball to Ido Kayembe, and out wide it goes. Chadrak Akulo. Throw in for Madagascar. Lima Haritra getting involved, and ball stabbed out for another throw-in. Assistant coach of Hector Cooper at the DRC is Dauda Lupembe. Didn't have much time to organize himself and take over as the man in charge of the Democratic Republic of Congo. But, I mean, the initial pick of his pre-selection was 55 players in total. Just shows you just how the depth and the quality that of the players that they've actually got in this big country. And there's the delivery taken easily there by Joel Kiasumbua. So the coaching career of Eric Rabisandratana, by the way, is how it all started basically in 2014. He went over to co-found a football academy along with former player Wanyo Eloy and a businessman. And he began being the assistant coach of FC Miami City Champions. It's a good chance this is, but the flag's gone up, and it will be a free kick for Madagascar. You can see on your screens that there was an offside call, and it was a new development, an expansion of the franchise, which is in the second division, if you like. Just under the MLS, that was the ball, the through ball, and it was just a little bit too quick off the mark, wasn't he, Bakumbu? And at the other end, you can see that, well, Kiasumboa has the ball back at his feet to take a free kick. And it was April 2021 as he came in to replace Nicolas Dupuis following his suspension, just as the caretaker coach. So he's got a chance to prove himself still. Well, this is the ball coming through. Well, and that was the call. It was handball, according to the referee. Adria Melvin organising himself, 15th cap for Madagascar, and this is going to be fired in. Watch out for the movement, and Bemba at the far post. Here's the delivery, whipped in with the right foot, and there's a chance for a header. Great save from the goalkeeper, Adria Melvin. Well, he really needed to keep that out, but Bakambu did a great job in just latching onto that. And the cushion header forcing Melvin to make a fine save. Well, that was the delivery, kind of unmarked. It was going in the corner, but a fine acrobatic save from Melvin. The resulting corner for the DRC. It's fired in, and again Melvin comes to the rescue for Madagascar. Not a good ball. Oh, that was a firm challenge. Oh, he's done well just to stop that from going anywhere. And the ball lofted over there to Mbokani by Mutusami. Firm challenge from Mbemba. We're goalless here at the Stade de Martyrs in Kinshasa between the Democratic Republic of Congo, Madagascar. It's a Group J encounter, match day 3, World Cup qualifying for Qatar 2022. Ball finds Halima Haritra over in the midfield on the far side. He tries to pick out one of his teammates. Unsuccessfully. Mutusami gets the ball out. I don't know what he was trying to produce there, but it wasn't on target, and it was lacking a little bit of punch. A legend at the Ligue 1 side, Nantes, for the Canaries. Born in Paris, 25-year-old midfielder. Just his 3rd match playing for the DRC. The return fixture in this double header of match day 3 and 4 will take place at the wonderful stadium, the national stadium in Madagascar, in Antananarivo. An incredible stadium, it really is. Just down from the presidential palace at the top of the hill, and well, fans just flocked around the hillside to watch the matches from distance. And big crowds turn up. Of course, in the middle of a pandemic, so it's not going to be possible this time, but it's going to be a big match when these two teams clash again. Not one of the most orthodox clearances that I've seen. Madagascar in possession, just gone past the halfway stage of the first half. Oh, trying to just thread the ball through, but it's blocked by Nsakala. The ball just pulled back to Rakoto. That ball's just going a little bit too quickly away from La Poussin, the Saint-Gilles left back. Jemessi Amali picks up the ball as Hector Cooper. Bokani unable to control the ball. There's the ball coming across, a good scoring opportunity, and Bokani with the flashing header, but it goes wide of the target. Delivery was good. Adrian Melvin is coming across to see if his central defender's okay. Ball whipped across, and you can just see what Bokani was doing there, just to try and deal with the defender. Comes across and really gets in his way. Defender down on the ground, receiving treatment. I think it's Randrian Arasoa. Democratic Republic of Congo winning 2 of their last 3 meetings. 2-2 the last match, with Madagascar winning in penalties. But the barrier not having a great run coming into this clash. They've lost 5 of their last 7. The other 2 games were draws. And they arrived here at 2 o'clock in the morning this morning to play this clash, which is 2 p.m. local time. So you can obviously understand that, well, it's a big ask, but these situations sometimes bring out the best in individuals, and as a team, well, there's a lot at stake here to try and get the right results. Ball goes back up. There's a good opportunity on Bokani. Now he's trying to thread it through to Bakambu, but it's not good enough. Still, it's going to be a free kick. Surely there was a push in the back, a blatant push in the back. But no, it's Madagascar who actually get possession, and it's a wasted ball upfield. Easily taken there by Kisumbua. Amale. Liundama. Yeah, sorry, it's Kayembe. That's a good ball down to the left-hand side. And the DRC players coming back to defend really, really well. Couldn't do much with that. It's a bit complicated under a lot of pressure there, Abdallah. That's a good through ball and the flag stays down. No, it doesn't. And Mukani once again just a little bit too quick for himself.
Quand on rentre, Hakim il est loin pour appuyer avec lui. Oui, je rentre pour appuyer avec lui.
C'est bon. Regarde le ballon. Ami, regarde le ballon. Sécurité, s'il perd le ballon. Voilà, bon ballon.
Again, the long ball just going straight to the goalkeeper. These are the kind of giveaways that they can't afford to donate to their opponents. Well, that was extremely well read at the back by Razak. Comes, races in and picks up the ball. Amada working well, but that ball has just crept over the line. There's going to be a throw in there for the DRC. A little bit lackluster and just not lacking a little bit of vision and patience to make the right pass there. The home nation. Picked up again by Edo Kayembe. Through ball. Lacking precision. And because of the warm temperatures, there's a water break, which has been called by the referee, Mr. Antonio Dungala, I believe. Just enabling the two coaches just to have a couple of words with the key players about the tactics. Samuel Motusami being picked out by Hector Cooper there for a couple of words. Never coached in France. Hector Cooper, the Argentinian. Spain, Italy, Georgia, Greece, Turkey as well. And the United Arab Emirates and Uzbekistan. So he doesn't, but he does speak languages, of course. English isn't too bad. As French, well, it shouldn't be too bad either, I think. In the way that he's actually communicating with his players. Fascinating how the coaches pick up numerous languages over the course of their long careers. 32 minutes in, the Democratic Republic of Congo being held by Madagascar. It's match day 3 here, FIFA World Cup qualifying clash for Qatar 2022. It's a very good ball, this is, and good attacking play. And once again, a challenge that didn't catch the eye of the referee in terms of a free kick, but it will be a corner. And good defensive play there from the FC Fleury central defender. Nice-born Randrian Arisoa. Just racing in to make sure that that cross wasn't delivered. The resulting corner. Mutusami decides to mix it up a little bit. Deft chip over to the far post, but a little bit too high for the header. Physically putting a lot of pressure on this Madagascar defense. Yeah, well, it's a beautiful through ball. Can he find the back of the net? He pulls it back, and I don't really know why he didn't go for the shot there. That was ideal for Bakumbu. Set up perfectly. Decides to bring the ball back when he had a one-on-one scoring opportunity up against Adrian Melvin. Another scoring opportunity. The cross comes in at the far post. The volley's made, blocked by Razak. And tidied up by Nsakala. Neatly done by Mbemba. This time the ball comes over to the right-hand side. There's a chance for a shot or a cross or something. And again, the delivery this time just gets headed away. Chance for a shot. It's in the back of the net. Teed up sumptuously there by Mbokani. And the goal goes in. The Democratic Republic of Congo take the lead just in the last few minutes of the first half. And a fine strike indeed. We'll just see from the replay what happened. That was sumptuously struck. It really was. And the fans here at the Stade de Martyr in Kinshasa celebrating a home goal. And it is that man Shadrack Okolo who comes in from the Kolo from that left side on loan at SC Paderborn with the goal. And his first goal in 10 matches played for the DRC. The Democratic Republic of Congo 1, Madagascar 0. Well, it was brilliant the way that Mbokani just spotted his teammate racing on. There was no chance for him to get his shot in. He was being marked very tightly. And just to tease it up, giving him enough space to get a decent shot in, and they're off again. Mbokani's on his own right in the penalty area. If he can get the ball across. Oh, it's not the ideal little chip to get the ball past Adrian Melvin. And that could have been 2-0. And the Madagascar defense a little bit loose at the back. But Kambu plays in China, in Beijing. Beijing Guan, and that's his 35th match playing for DRC. Scores goals as well, 13 in total for his country. Picked up by Kayembe. Out wide to the goal scorer, Kolo. Got spotted when his family turned up in Switzerland when he was 14. And he was quickly picked up and ushered into the Swiss First Division side. Having gone through the academy, and Bokani picks the ball up. Good construction work here for the Leopards as they look to pounce again. Kayembe working the midfield, settling down and looking very comfortable on the ball now. Well, the communication breakdown there between Mutusami and Mbokani. Lapoussin gets the ball back to Armada. Liam Haricha. It's a good through ball. It's nicely picked up there by Abdallah. And a chance to try and, again, thread the ball through to each other. But there's too many defenders back in position. Tidied up by Dieu Merci Amale. Kayembe playing for Eupen, but went through the academy at Anderlecht. Just his second match for the DRC. Two-time winners of the African Nations Championship. That was back in 2009 and 2016. That man there's Dauda Lupembe, who's the assistant coach to Hector Cooper. Comfortable at the back, the former Tipi Mazembe player, Luandama. There's one place that you should go if you want to see a riveting encounter in a wonderful environment. Then try and go and see Tipi Mazembe play down in Lubumbashi. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this first half. Yeah, the two Puissant Mazembe, or the Ravens as they like to call themselves. That's going to be a corner for Madagascar. Producing some of the most flamboyant and top-class players in the DRC. That was the goal, and that was the setup. Just look at that touch there. It's just got brought down on Bokani, so it would have potentially been a penalty, but set up sumptuously. And there was a chance. There was a strong header there coming in by Luandama, but the referee finally reacts. His legs got taken out from underneath him, crashing down to the ground. Yeah, Lubumbashi, go down there and watch Tipi Mazembe play against AS Vita or Don Bosco or Pemba Motembe, any of those big teams from the Linafoot League in the DRC, and you will enjoy that experience in a big way. It's not too far away from the Zambian border, in fact, in the southeastern part of the country. We'll have a look at this challenge again. This is the delivery. Feisty challenge to to say the least. Seems to be okay, Luandama, but it's good work by Mutusami, tidied up with Amali. Kayembe, change of flanks. Mbembe getting the ball out to Akulu. They just look organised and well drilled and comfortable on the ball. More so than Madagascar when they're pushing forward, who always find themselves surrounded by leopards, which is not a safe place to be. He's back in business, Luandama, putting in a challenge there, having shrugged off that initial challenge from the corner. Minute and a half to go here at the Stade de Martyrs here in Kinshasa. We get an equaliser, we get a second goal. As Ravalason gets the ball down through into the middle, picked up by Rakoto. It's got a good ratio, 9 goals scored in 40 games played. And Voavi's another player who's got plenty of experience, based in Egypt for El Makassar. 14 goals in 60 matches played. They're not really being given too much space up front to give themselves those scoring opportunities that they're dreaming of. It's a good ball that comes out wide to Lepoussin. Lepoussin tries to get past his man under a little bit of pressure. Bokani does well, look at that. And he gets pulled, tripped as well, so it will be a free kick. Sterling work from the front man, coming back to defend, retrieve the ball, and putting in a fine shift on that occasion. Well, the Democratic Republic of Congo, winners of the Africa Cup of Nations back in '68 and '74. Third in 1998 in Burkina Faso, and in 2015 in Equatorial Guinea. Lovely little soft touch there, and it's been taken, but the foul has been committed by Bakumbu on Randrian Arsoa. Decent header from Mbembe. Goalless between Tanzania and Benin for the time being. And also Liberia and Cape Verde, with it's the only goal in the opening 3 matches so far has been scored here at the Stade de Martyrs. And a last chance for Madagascar. Can they get themselves an equaliser? Amada plays in Doha for Al Marakia. There's the delivery, headed away at the front post, on the edge of the penalty box by Akolo. Randrian Arsoa. Nicely left, picked up by Voavi. Back to Lepoussin. Squared into the middle. Razak threading the ball through, but there's not much time left on the clock, and that is the end of the first half. And the Democratic Republic of Congo with a first half goal as they lead Madagascar here at the Stade de Martyrs in Kinshasa. It's Democratic Republic of Congo 1, Madagascar 0. Shadrach Kakolo scoring in the 36th minute, having been teed up by Umbokani for his first goal for the DRC on his 10th match played for the Leopards. Time for a break, and then we'll come back for the second half, and hopefully we'll get some more goals scored. Big question is, can Eric Rabisandratana get his barrier team on the scoring sheets and put up a fight to try and get some points here and deal with the Leopards in their own backyard. We'll take a break. Second half coming up in a few minutes' time. It's match day 3 of African qualifying for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022. Leopards coach Hector Cooper seeking his first victory in Group J, as are Bahrain of Madagascar. Welcome back to the Stade de Marche here in Kinshasa. It is time for the second half of this FIFA World Cup qualifying clash for Qatar 2022. Democratic Republic of Congo up against Madagascar. It's the Leopards of Hector Cooper who have pounced. First, they managed to score a goal through Shadrach Akolo, who slotted the ball past the goalkeeper, Adrian Melvin, after being set up by Mbokani. In the 36th minute. Big question is, can Madagascar hit back? They don't have any points in this group yet. And we have a change with Sakala coming off. And Muzinga, who's the player coming on. So I don't know if the Besiktas player, the former French international youth player with his 11 caps, picked up a little injury, because that he hasn't been as prominent as we usually expect him to be. Races up that left side quite frequently. Pushed a little bit too far by Bakumbu. It will be a goal kick for Melvin. Got some useful players on the bench as well, the DRC, when you look at the talent that they have. With Ben Malango, former TP Mazembe player, who is a very fine striker now playing in the United Arab Emirates for Al Sharjah. Nudged in the back by Razak. Bokani goes down on his knees. Picked up and taken quickly by Kayembe. Randriana Asoa unable to do anything with that long-range shot. It's a firm strike as well. A rising drive from outside of the penalty box, taken very well by Melvin. But deadly stuff there from Diomes Siamale. Underlining their intentions right from the very start of the second half. The DRC, they're not here to make up the numbers. They're not here to beat around the bush. They are looking to try and get themselves maximum points from this home clash. And you have to really, because the away battles that take place, and you've got 3 of them. Well, if you can get something from each of them, then obviously it puts you in a very good position as you try and push on and finish top of the table. And that's a good little move here. And there's 4 against 3 here. It's a great opportunity. He's just cut inside, a little bit tricky there, not seeing where his teammates were. Samuel Mutusami, a little bit stranded, a little bit frustrated. Hector Cooper, totally understandable. His teammates were just waiting, really, and expecting him to produce some kind of a Midas touch, but it wasn't happening on that occasion. Control letting him down. Abdallah watches the ball fly past him. The DRC will travel to Antananarivo on Saturday. Well, on Friday, but they're hoping to arrive before 2 a.m. on match day, like Madagascar did here in Kinshasa. Give them enough time to prepare. Of course, it's a quick turnover with 3 days between matches. And then, of course, Tanzania away, which will be quite tricky indeed. Bokani, nice little chip over the defender, gets the ball back here on the left-hand side. Zakolo using the big man, Mbemba. That will be a free kick. In a very good position. So, who's going to take this? It looks like it's going to be a Kolo, goal scorer, with his right foot, bend it around the wall. Or just loft it up into the air. Well, he goes for something, but it's miles off target. Well, it's 1-1 between Liberia and Cape Verde in their clash as the ball finds Kolo, but it just given back to Madagascar on that occasion, as Adrian Melvin has the ball here. Throw in for Madagascar. What can they do with Metania? Chance for a shot, potentially. Good bit of running, very good bit of running to try and dance and weave between defenders. And a corner has been awarded. And Madagascar with Amada will try and work out the difficult conundrum of trying to breach that defense. Find the right code to get that elusive goal. There's the delivery into the penalty box, headed away at the front post. Amada, it's a nice ball down to the right-hand side. Just trying to get past his man, and foul has been committed. He's a very swift player. He's got great acceleration, Vorvi. It's quite complicated to get past defenders of that size, and we have a yellow card. And it's Bukani who picks that up for that challenge. And I think that the arms were lifted. And just getting in the way. Probably see from the replay what happened exactly. Very high level of humidity down near the equator, down in this part of the world. Well, that was the challenge. So we'll see some tired legs in the latter stages of this encounter. And the long ball sent upfield, picked up by Joel Kisumbua. Doesn't currently have a club. Nicely done by Muzinga and Gonda. Madagascar looking for that goal that would turn things around and put them in a very good position. At the moment, it's a little bit complicated for them, just trailing by that one goal, but that one goal has given the Leopards a lift. Play on, says the referee, and a chance here as he's just tried to turn and get himself into a better scoring position, but you can see that it didn't turn out right for Bakambu. And now we can see that Adrian Melvin is suffering. And what's he, what injury is he addressing? God, that was a very solid, big, solid challenge. That was smashed into by Razak, and that challenge there, but nothing. There was no contact with Melvin, the goalkeeper. Kambu's going off, and he will be replaced by Ben Malango. Well, I'm a big fan of Ben Malango. I just find that he is so dangerous. Now he plays for Al Sharjah. That was the goal that we saw in the 36th minute. Teed up sumptuously for Akolo to strike the ball in, slotted in more so. Fired into the corner to beat Melvin, but set up perfectly by Tumas Mbokani. But Ben Malango now coming on. A Lubumbashi-made player, the 27-year-old, came through the ranks. Actually, didn't start playing for TP Mazembe. He was snapped up in 2013 by Don Bosco. And then went straight into TP Mazembe, where he played a couple of years. And scored 8 goals, 22 matches played. Raja Casablanca came knocking at his door, one of the 2 giants from the Moroccan city, along with Wydad Casablanca. But the artists snapping him up and, well, playing some wonderful football as they managed to win the Botola and the Confederations Cup in the 2 seasons that he spent there. And we have some changes, with Voavi coming off. Just replaced by Randriana and Tanaina. There's confirmation with Voavi going off. Randriana and Tanaina. Madagascar looking to try and find themselves an equaliser here. Good cross that came over. Picking the ball up, just trying to work their magic around just outside of the penalty box, and they do pick up and draw a foul, so it's going to be a free kick in a good position, a good, nice, dangerous position here that will put a bit of pressure on the DRC. Amada comes across, and obviously cramp starting to affect some of the players. Such an important challenge coming in from Chancel Mbemba. Oh, that was the moment that he was knocked down by Ngonda. Here's the Dijon player, 26 years of age. He's 19 matches playing for 19th cap for the DRC. Amada's delivery into the penalty box. Anybody there? Oh, it's flapped away. It's not finished yet, and it's going to be a corner. Struck off the leg of Mbemba. Logically, it's going to be a corner, but well, it's going to be a goal kick, it appears. Well, that was the delivery, and no one went for it. Flapped away by the goalkeeper, Kisambua. As the goal scorer, he's gone off, Chadraka Kolo. And Joel Kayamba coming on. We got Edo Kayembe as Melvin smothers the ball back in his own penalty area. That'll be a throw-in for Madagascar. Chadraka Kolo's 36th minute goal, just separating these two teams. His 36th minute strike, a clean strike beating Melvin, the goalkeeper of Madagascar. And putting Hector Cooper's men on top of this fixture. Very important match, of course, that will determine who will be in which position, and there's could quite easily be a move up in the table, depending on the other results. That's the other results taking place, the other match, and at the moment Tanzania and Benin, who that match kicked off at the same time. They're in the 69th minute, and it's still goalless in Dar es Salaam. And they are the two teams who lead after the first two rounds. As we see another opportunity here for Madagascar. It's a good strong header from Mbemba. And the pass back to the goalkeeper, Kisambua. Perfectly cut out and kept in over on that far side by Amale. Leondama just so strong at the back. One of the favourites at Tipi Mazembe. One of the most successful teams in Africa. Not as successful as Al Ahly, of course, in terms of continental trophies that they've won in the African Champions League, but in terms of what they've achieved, they've managed to win the continental competition on 5 occasions, and their last coming in 2015. But they nearly always get through to the final 4 at least, or at least the quarterfinals. Last edition they didn't get out of the group stage. Madagascar pushing forward. That through ball is just a little bit too fast and overcooked. And another change. Rakoto's going to come off. And here comes Bastian Eri, who's coming on. Dispossessed, losing possession here, and here's the DRC pushing forward. Good opportunity this is, as they try and find a little way through. There's Ben Malango getting involved. Here he is again. Smoothly done by Mbemba. Out wide to his partner in crime at the back, Leon Dama. Good work down the right-hand side. Looking for the decent cross, the delivery. Well, it takes a deflection. It will be a corner, comes off. Randriana Asoa. Piling on the pressure. A second goal would be disastrous for Eric Rabisandratana and his men. A draw would keep their hopes alive, but you really need to upset the apple cart and get 3 points, if possible, having lost their opening 2. And that was the moment that it came off the defender. Failed attempt at qualifying or just winning at least one of their first 3 matches in Group J. Could force the federation to make a decision on Eric Rabisandratana, because if you lose your first 3, there's not much of a hope of qualifying. You are playing catch-up in a big way, and there's only one team that goes through from each group, so...
See someone to help that side. See someone to help that side.
Now we saw one of the officials just making sure that the side netting was pinned down properly, so... that everything's in order. Finally, they get given the green light to go. 71 minutes in. DRC looking for goal number 2. The delivery is absolutely perfect. It's a chance for a shot. Oh, he puts it on his right foot. Oh, it comes off the left post and smashes back off the post. Kayembe doing some wonderful business there, just tidying things up, and then getting rid of his marker before unleashing a rocket shot, and the defense not reacting on that occasion. Very lucky indeed. Ben Malango thought that he was just being given a freebie there. Well, the control, get rid of the defender, and there's the strike. Sumptuous, denied by the woodwork. Porto centre-back, showing off his fine attacking skills. Oh, lovely from Mbokani. Well, the referee says there was nothing there. Razak standing tall and defending well at the back. Metania. And a chance for Madagascar. A little bit of space here. Puts it on his right foot, and there's the shot that comes in. It wasn't a bad effort there from Randra, but came off a DRC player. And easily picked up by Joel Kiasambua. Kiasambua originally playing for Servette, and the 29-year-old, actually born in Switzerland, played for the under-15s and the under-18s in Switzerland. And he actually won the under-17 FIFA World Cup with Switzerland. But as a senior player, he wanted to play for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ball comes out wide, picked up here by Ngonda. The Dijon wing back. Leon Dama quite happily taking the ball at the back and working with Mbemba. Here is Gonda. Gonda Mazinga. Ball down into the corner. Going to take on his man. And a chance for a shot potentially. Kayame, oh, he just couldn't latch onto that, and it is a call. It's a penalty. The call by the referee is a penalty. His foot got taken away from underneath him. Edo Kayembe hits the deck. And you can see that the complaints are coming in by the referee, by the goalkeeper towards the referee. And frustration in the Madagascar defense. And it's Lima Haritra who picks up the yellow card for that challenge. Let's have a look at that. Excellent running there. Completely misses it. I'm just wondering if it was Razak behind him who just made contact and clicked his heels, but in fact Lima Haritra picks up the yellow card. In the meantime, Edo Kayembe of Upen is the player down, and the stretcher comes on, and I'm just thinking, will it be Mbokani or Ben Malango who will try and double their lead here? and offer the Leopards a comfortable advantage going into the final 13 minutes. Well, Mbokani is the player with the ball in his hand. A logical decision. The Q8 SC man looking to try and double their lead by firing past Adrian Melvin. Kayembe's been outstanding for the DRC.
Pascal, tu sortiras après. Dis-leur de suivre. Dis-leur de suivre la frappe.
Right then, time for the penalty. Mbokani up against Adrian Melvin. Mbokani with the right foot! Oh, it is just a delight to the eye. A slick strike into the corner, stroking the ball past Adrian Melvin. Mbokani offers the Democratic Republic of Congo a 2-goal cushion with just over 12 minutes to go. Goal number 21 for the striker who plays for Q8 SC. Let's just take a look at how coolly he struck this. Picked his spot, little run up, hit it firmly, side-footing it into the corner to beat Adrian Melvin, just tucking itself away, very close to the right post. Beautifully done. Confirmation with Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, 2-0 up against Madagascar. Chandra Kokulo in the 36th minute with Messi and Mbokani. Penalty buried in the 79th minute. And the 3 points that they'll pick up from this, if it stays like this and they stay ahead, will be put on top of the pile. Pascal Razakanantinaina has been replaced by Manampisoa. Chance for them to hit back. A goal now wouldn't hurt. Barrier. But they're looking composed, the Leopards of Hector Cooper. Just showing us what they're capable of doing, just putting in a very good shift. Oh, there's Razak, the JS Saint-Pierroise player. Nicely done. Mbokani not quick enough to latch onto that. With Ranjian Arasoa doing well at the back. Into the last 10 we go. Well, let's just have a look at this again. I think that the foul was more so committed by Razak, but in any case, Mbokani steps up and delivers goal number 2. Under pressure once again. Free kick just in striking range. Now, where's this going to go? Mutusami lofts the ball up. There's a chance. Oh, again, that should have been buried. Skied from close range. And Hector Cooper can't really understand how Chancellor Mbemba didn't bury that. Again, the defense looked very loose at the back. And Eric Rabisandratana cannot be a happy man seeing scoring opportunities pop up like that constantly now. Long-range effort coming in from Madagascar. Stopped by Joel Kiasambua. And then collected on the second attempt. Half-decent shot coming in from La Poussam. Ben Malango gets the ball back to Ngonda. Zinga. Picked up by Kayembe. Out wide it goes. It's really good work there by Mutusami. Now the delivery, let's see what this is like. Good work, dances past the defender, gets the ball over. It's headed away by Razak. And a chance for Madagascar to push forward. It's 5 against 4, but they're not moving too swiftly. A little bit slow to react. Nicely done. Madagascar looking for their goal. Can he get a shot in? The shot does come in. It's well taken there by Joel Kiasambua. It was heading towards that far corner. And the shot coming in from Rako on the right-hand side. Looks like another bout of... there might not be cramp on this occasion. And there has been a goal scored in Dar es Salaam, and it's a goal for Benin, for the Squirrels of Benin, and they've managed to find the back of the net in the second half through a Sogba. No, sorry, it's just gone in quite recently. That was it's Mooney in the 72nd minute, and that means that Benin, well, they could move to 7 points with their second victory in 3. It's the long-range shot that came in. And that means that the Democratic Republic of Congo will move second on 5 points and leapfrog Tanzania, who will be stuck with 4. With Madagascar down with 0 points. If it stays like this, that's a provisional scenario. But that would be that would be a great win for Benin, and there's only a couple of minutes left there. So there is so much to play for in the final few minutes in Dar es Salaam. Here in Kinshasa, on the banks of the... Oh, that's a reckless challenge, that is, from Muzinga Ngonda. And he knows it, he goes to apologize. It was late. And he picks up a yellow card for that, the Dijon player. That's just reckless. Not even late, just reckless, just following through, and in any case. I think Mbokani's coming off. Score of the second goal. And on comes Jackson Moleka. And Kayembe coming off, and Fabrice Ngoma coming on. Kayembe had a fantastic game, I must admit. Still playing for Raja Casablanca, Fabrice Ngoma, formerly of AS Vita, born here in Kinshasa. And there's Ngonda Muzinga. Who's the player who picked up the yellow card. Last 2 minutes here at the Stade de Martyr in Kinshasa, and well, they've done the damage, they've done the business. They've provided us with a couple of goals. And the Democratic Republic of Congo picking up, well, 2 good results in their opening clashes. There's another chance for a shot that came in Ben Malango's effort. And he's just falling away from the ball. Never really looked as though it was going to find the back of the net. Their opening clash, the defenders moving away, and he was just falling away. But yeah, they played a 1-1 draw here against Tanzania, match day 1, sorry, and then they picked up a point in Cotonou against Benin, which is no mean feat, because I think we've established and understood that, well, here's the DRC on the attack, trying to get themselves through there. He's well, not an offside position, Malango. Doesn't decide to go for the glory. Could have quite comfortably, but gets tangled up with Randriana Asamoah. And getting a point away to Benin is obviously, well, that will mean quite a lot. But will it be enough when we get down to the nitty-gritty final 2 rounds? The ball's been fired upfield, but I think that there's an infringement. That was an offside flag, in fact. He was just on the wrong side of the halfway line. Ben Malango. Last few seconds of the 90. And 3 minutes of added time in the clash between Tanzania and Benin. 1-0 still for Benin against Tanzania. And we'll see how much time we've got here. Four minutes of added time as the long ball goes up and is comfortably taken by the goalkeeper, Joel Kiasumbua. Here's Leon Dama. The long ball fired up into enemy territory, forced to produce a defensive header there, Randriana Asamoah. There was no other option with Ben Malango, the big Ben Malango, breathing down his neck. It's enough to make your hair stick up on end. You just want to get rid of it, don't you? He pounces on everything that's lingering, and any loose balls like that, or he's not afraid to lunge and get himself involved. It's been picked up here as they push forward, and Ngonda gets the ball back across to Leon Dama. Protects it well. Bemba. That's not perfect, is it? And Cape Verde have scored a late goal against Liberia to steer themselves 2-1 up. And the big news coming through from Tanzania is that they've lost at home to Benin, so Benin have taken 3 points. And that is a massive motivation for them at the halfway stage of qualifying, because they now have 7 points, with the DRC on 5, and Tanzania, who are top going into match day 3, now in 3rd position. That pass down the right side, not good enough for Abdallah, with Madagascar in a bit of a rut at the bottom of Group J. And the pressure piling up on Eric Rabisandratana. And although Eric Rabisandratana was actually born in just outside of Paris, he did represent Madagascar, but it wasn't sanctioned by FIFA. It was a friendly game against Toulouse FC. Here they go again. This is a good opportunity. Oh, the ball just going a little bit too far away from Jackson Maleka. Into the final few seconds of this match. Nice running and an opportunity here. Can they get a goal? Can they get a consolation? It's the last chance. Good strike! It's not a bad effort there. Now that was from miles out, but the left-footed strike causing a bit of a reaction. Had to come from the captain, Amada. And there's the final whistle. It's all done and dusted. And a solid performance from the hosts here at the Stade de Martyr in Kinshasa. The final score, Democratic Republic of Congo 2, Madagascar 0.
Very good referee. Very good referee. Okay. Là, vous allez venir à Madagascar.
Donc c'est comme ça que je compte arbitre.
Well, it works really hard to get those goals, and it was really down to Mbokani, who worked his magic up front. Sensational in the way that he wasn't just pressuring the Madagascan defence, but also working as a teammate and just holding the ball, and that's how he managed to set up Chadrak Okolo. Very important goal that came in the 36th minute, and a fine, slick finish from the SC Paderborn player, scoring his first goal for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Followed up by a penalty that was scored by Mbokani, picked up by Edo Kayembe, the 23-year-old, just playing his second match for the DRC, and going on a weaving run. Nice 1-2 before he got hauled down by Elima Haritra, and offering them a second chance to find the back of the net. It was buried perfectly by Mbokani. A brilliant finish indeed. This is the table then for Group J. You can see that Benin top with 7 points, and the Democratic Republic of Congo moving second with 5 points, just leapfrogging Tanzania on 4, Madagascar with 0. Thanks very much. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.
Présent. Là, j'ai interview.
Coach. Dans la salle là. Papa, il y a un sac qui est ça qui est. On va mettre ça beaucoup. Non.
C'est bon. Qui fait
C'est ça que j'aime.
Ok.
Coach, caméra.
C'est bon? Repose la question, s'il te plaît.
Oui. Après 90 minutes de jeu, hier vous avez dit quand même que vous êtes venu pour jouer, gagner, mais malheureusement vous avez tout fait et ça n'a pas marché.
Ouais, ça n'a pas marché. Surtout déjà, un premier et gros paramètre, c'est que c'est difficile de jouer à 14 contre 11. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, l'arbitrage, c'est quand même catastrophique. Je ne remets pas en cause le travail de mon équipe. Mon équipe aujourd'hui, elle est en progression, elle est en transition par rapport à une période. Et aujourd'hui, elle a fait un très bon match. Sauf que on ne peut pas lutter contre ça. On ne peut pas lutter. Quand vous avez les arbitres qui prennent des décisions complètement douteuses, je suis désolé. D'habitude, je ne prends jamais cette excuse, mais là, aujourd'hui, c'est tellement flagrant que je ne peux pas faire autrement. Je suis désolé, mais l'arbitrage aujourd'hui, c'est scandaleux.
Le match retour, c'est dans quelques jours. Vous avez vu jouer la RDC. Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez retenir de cela par rapport à pour préparer votre match retour?
Moi, je ne vais pas parler de la RDC, je vais surtout parler de la prestation de mon équipe. Aujourd'hui, elle a montré un très beau visage. Je pense que la fatigue du voyage, la difficulté qu'on a eue pour arriver jusqu'ici, a pesé aussi sur cette fin de rencontre. Et les joueurs ont eu du mal à finir le match et ont eu quelques problèmes physiques qui, j'espère, ne seront pas très graves. Mais voilà, dans l'ensemble, on a eu des difficultés pour arriver ici au Congo et du coup, on l'a payé aujourd'hui. Mais dans l'état d'esprit, dans la détermination, j'avais insisté sur ce paramètre. Je pense que c'était important pour moi qu'on change un petit peu ce qu'on avait montré sur les 2 premiers matchs. Et aujourd'hui, on a changé ce visage-là, donc je suis très content. Ça peut paraître bizarre par rapport au score, qui est 2-0 pour la RDC, mais je pense que dans des conditions normales, on aurait pu obtenir quelque chose de mieux, beaucoup mieux.
Le Bénin a gagné aujourd'hui en Tanzanie 1-0. Est-ce que pour vous, vous espérez toujours peut-être continuer cette campagne pour vous qualifier peut-être pour les barrages?
Je sais pas, je vous le dis, on est en transition. Aujourd'hui, on est en progression, ça m'intéresse. Bien sûr que voilà, c'est difficile de perdre une 3e fois, mais moi, je ne veux pas retenir le fait qu'on ait perdu aujourd'hui. Je vais retenir surtout que dans le jeu, on est en progression. On n'a pas eu beaucoup de temps pour travailler ensemble. C'est-à-dire qu'on n'a même pas eu un entraînement. On a eu un entraînement, mais c'est un entraînement de veille de match. Sinon, le reste, on n'a pas eu le temps de faire d'entraînement ensemble. Et aujourd'hui, la prestation, elle est quand même très très bien. Donc moi, je retiens sur tout ça. On a un match dimanche. J'espère qu'on va mettre toutes les conditions qu'il faut pour aller battre cette équipe de RDC à Madagascar parce qu'on peut le faire.
Merci coach.
C'est coach. Non, mais pas si c'est lui qui devait faire travailler. Mais Gauthier.